Hey there.
I need to save this. Grace and I logged into a different meeting code.
Gotcha.
But I don't have like where I'm only seeing this because Gabby texted it to me, but is it somewhere where I can look in Rice Page or something?
Yeah, it's inside the agency automation group.
Oh,
If you
the,
go in
the
there under the Zoom link in
and
the
then do you
menu.
just click it?
Yeah, here I'll show you. Go ahead and make you host here. You can share your screen.
Um, okay, I
Oh, hold on a second.
oh, sorry. I was resending that code out.
That's okay.
Okay, let me look at this.
So you come here to groups. And then your agency automation group. Come down here to Zoom. And then if you go to past meetings, oops. You can search by name. Come on. And so if you just put triple in here, it'll pull open the one that we're on.
Oh, and that ID that's the permanent ID?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
So if
save
you can
that on
here,
my phone. Okay.
you can save this to your calendar if you want. I just copied it to your clipboard there. And then you're host, so I think you may have to be letting people in here as we.
I've
As they
only
join.
seen, let me look really fast. I've only seen, Grace, are you in here?
Yes.
I don't think there's anyone else waiting.
That's okay. If you want to jump straight into Facebook, we can.
Can you see that? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. So you have the controls, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So somebody I talked to, okay, you turn these off. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so let me tell you, right after we talked, I went in there and thought, I'm just going to turn it off. And I turned them off. And like in Illinois, there was a life lead that Gabby got that, okay. It was $570.
Wait, what?
But the lead itself wasn't $570. The lead itself was $95. But because of, because I went and looked at it and thought, how did that happen? So anyways, I went in there after you and I talked and thought, I got to turn mine off. I'm too nervous with what Facebook says. So I turned mine off and I text the girls, oh my gosh, I'm in here and I see this. And they said, turn everyone's off. So I did. I turned everyone's off, but last night we were trying to look at it. And so let me show you. Go into the 5 state life leads and then go into Illinois Kindle.
Kendall.
Yeah, see, so it's only got one lead and
How is that possible? We turned that off.
It was not off. None of these were off.
I don't understand how it's possible they pumped $572 and spend on one campaign.
Hold on, let me admit.
How's that even possible?
That's what,
Because
so then when you can see it, so then I clicked into
yeah, that's what I'm wondering. The ad sets are controlled by the daily spend on the campaign. So this daily spend is 100. There's no way they could have spent $500.
It was running since us September 17th. Oh, let me admit.
I don't understand how we missed that.
If you go into it, you can see it on the statistics when you view the chart.
Yeah, it looks like,
So it reached the 3619 whatever. But in the lead, the one lead that it got was $95.
we went through this how many times, and we turned off all the ads that weren't performing. I don't understand how that slipped past us. That's no good.
But so I saw that when I was in here, and the lead was generated on October 4th. So I turned theirs off. I turned all of ours off just because it was like, okay, we're going to start over. We started researching, what other agents were doing, but it was just like, what the heck?
Yeah, I don't understand how that happened. So the best way for us to handle this then, I guess, just for the time being, we can't run a group of farmers agents off of one farmers agent account, right?
Why?
I don't know if they're going to let you do that, because your farmer's business page is Christian Slayton.
No, but from the farmer's business page, we could still create a page like BBB.
So you have Farmers Insurance Christian Slayton.
Right.
So if we ran ads underneath that, they're going to be expecting to talk to Christian Slayton, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Not if we set up like how the Seguros Buenos Bonitos is the same. They'll be expecting to talk to Farmers Insurance.
Yeah, but the problem with Facebook is they're wanting to attach a business entity to a business page. Hold on one second. My kids had to stay home from the babysitter today because they both have runny noses. So he's upstairs yelling at me to let him out of his room. He got locked in there. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I apologize. Rocks a lot, buddy.
Because Dan does it, guys.
He does. He does, and you're not expecting to find Dan.
At all. And that's the thing that was kind of bothersome for Gabby and I, was when you actually do talk to these people, they thought that they were talking, that we were in California. So he doesn't do a very good job. He's probably better now because other agents have probably complained to him.
Mhm.
I'm trying to look at something else. Ryan, so this is what Dan does. He sets it up, and he buys the leads in all the states and then filters them out to the agents.
Yeah.
And we can have, Farmers Insurance on there. I went into Dan's page last night for probably over an hour. He has multiple videos, not just the one that we've seen. He has tons and tons. He's been doing it for like 3 years as far as I went back.
Then we need to come up with an individual farmers page that's not branded for Christian Slayton. Then I guess if you just want to create a new one.
But Seguros wasn't branded for me.
Yeah, I know, and that's why they want you guys to create
They want me to put the logo inside Seguros, whatever. But we will have our farmers branding inside of another page.
Oh, Christian, this is Francisco. Just a quick question. When you talk to Facebook, what are the actual requirements? They wanted the farmer's logo, or they want the agency?
No, they didn't say that. They just said that Seguros is not an actual business, and Farmers is a national brand, and we need to be advertising our business. And she said, explain to me your business. And I said, I'm a farmer's agent, but I'm licensed in multiple states. And and I pretended like I have people that work for me in multiple states. And she said, okay, so then you need to be promoting farmers, not Seguros, because when people click on this Seguros, it's false advertising. And I said,
Mhm.
okay. And I said,
Okay.
then, well, I set up a 1-800 number that goes to all of the businesses. And she said that's not an issue.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so basically we use one of our agencies, right, to collect all the leads. That will be okay, right? Because
Yeah,
as
there's no
long as
difference, and it's just that we can't be a company that doesn't exist if you Google it.
right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So definitely, we can use one of
It's
the.
the same thing we're doing now. But Ryan, what's the difference?
Because, I mean, we just have to change the business name of the business page. Because you
No,
can't use farmers logo without it being farmers. You're gonna get flagged by farmers corporate.
I don't think so. Now that I'm looking at all of everyone's stuff, I even went into Matthew Brown's ads. His are all farmers logos as well.
Well, then let's just update this with the farmers logo.
The thing I don't think we can do is just be, and I can't ask Dan because he already knows we're trying to do something different.
Right. So I think what Facebook doesn't want is the seguros, buenos, bonitos, baratos, because it's not an entity, right? So it has to
Because it's
be.
not a business, yeah.
It's not a business. So when
And
they
we have to
see,
change the
okay,
business name and the image.
They didn't say it about the image. They said you need to promote your farmer's business. But if we are
Well,
gonna, because
yeah,
even
we
to
don't-
farmers, if they say anything, we can say, well, we're just trying to capture leads for our Spanish speakers. And if they say, no, you can't do it that way, then we don't. But I think we should still try.
Just send it to you on the message. In the chat.
Brooks, get down.
Oh, sorry, I can't do. Wait, that current page name. Oh, I see.
So change it to farmers in Espanol. Okay. Buddy, I told you to stay down. You got to stay down if you don't want to get hurt. You can't jump down from that height. Where's the...
Because we kind of already have a following with the,
Yeah, the BBB, I know.
and she didn't tell me we had to delete it. She just said she would herself. And then she also said they wanted to set up a pixel.
Yeah, we need to set up a pixel for sure.
And I said, well, what's that for? And she said, well, you don't want to just target random people. You need to be getting something out of these people. And she kept trying to tell me the power behind our brand and how she was thinking we would get so much more using our brand than we would using a, business people have never heard of.
Here's a thought, and totally out of the box maybe. One of the things that, just listening to what you said, Christian, and she is very, very right. We have a very powerful brand behind us. The only problem with that is that if we have a person that doesn't like farmers, they're gonna just pass us over. How can we do farmers and also advertise all the other agencies that we have? I mean, all the other products like Craftland.
Yeah, we can do that, but we have to actually do it as probably more as individuals. Well, I don't know. That would have to be a separate business entity.
Okay, and so this is where I'm going with this. What if, something that Ryan said before, what if we create a Facebook page that, behind the scene is going to be all three of us?
Yes.
And it's just farmers, farmers insurance. And then on that one, we, Ryan creates a white label that he says he was going to create with, all the other products that we have, all the other outlets. So it's not just farmers.
But what would we name it?
Farmers insurance agents, farmers, it's gotta have farmers. But, I mean, it's gotta be under the farmers, but we have to also, add everything else that we have.
So then maybe we shouldn't do this part right now and do it that way.
Yeah. You know what? I think I like Grace's idea, because maybe we can create a new Facebook profile
Yes.
with a farmers insurance agency, I don't know, group or something like that. Like a different name.
What if we did farmers in Espanol?
I
for the
like
Spanish?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to go after the Spanish market. That's
So
all.
we're gonna say farmers in Espanol, but we're gonna, wait, I'm sorry, let me see my comment.
Hello.
But it's
So
gonna
maybe
be a
farmers
new,
agencies, something related to the agency, right? Farmers.
I mean, everybody already knows that farmers is insurance already. So the only way you're differentiating yourself here is by doing it in Spanish. So I think if you're gonna do a blanket campaign and you want to hit people in multiple different states, you'd want to do something like this, where it doesn't say
I
the
think
name
we would get-
farmers.
So we definitely would have to use a logo that's approved. We couldn't
Yes.
just, and I'm not positive,
I don't think that one is. The blue one is, any of the other ones, the white ones are.
Like this.
I think.
Yeah,
I've never seen the one with that was just when we were transforming over or something, I don't know. But yeah, that is.
Buddy, I'm putting on Lilo and Stitch for you, okay? So you want to do a different logo then than that?
Yeah, that would definitely not be approved. Just the plain one like that one.
Buddy, you know what?
Okay,
I'm not-
before
I
you
can't
keep
do it
moving
right
on that direction, Ryan, I think we need to decide where we're gonna go, because you're just changing the
Brooks.
one that we have, correct?
Buddy, I can't do this with you right now, buddy. I'm on the phone. Sorry, go ahead.
I said, before you make any changes, I think we need to decide where we wanna go with this. Do we
Yeah,
wanna
yeah,
create a new
let's
page?
decide which way to go and then let's hit the ground running. Once you guys know, and we can definitely get the ads up ASAP. We just have to create the pages and get them set up properly that way.
Now, is there anything to do as far as that $500 ad that Gabby got?
I would contact Facebook because I mean, I can go back through our videos and check what we were looking at there. But if the cost per lead was anything over $30, we had turned them off. So I don't know how we missed that.
Our
And
lead
it
cost was $100 a day.
Yeah, but that was for the entire campaign, which was 12 or 13 ad sets. So
Oh,
there's no reason for them to attribute that to just that one ad set. So we can contact Facebook and ask them what happened and see if we can't get a credit on the account and say, look, this is the only campaign we've ever ran over the last 2.5 months where we've had a lead cost above 30 or 40. And this one ended up being $500 on one campaign.
no, I have
I don't
some
understand how
too.
we missed that.
On the New Mexico side, I got some over 100.
How do
But
we
I
get
thought-
that expensive? I thought we had kind of a daily spending limit.
It's the only one she got the whole time.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why it would have stayed on. I mean, because we checked the cost per lead on every single one of those campaigns and turned them off as time went on. Brooks, if you need to go upstairs, buddy, go upstairs and play until daddy's done. I can't have you whining in the background. I'm trying to talk. I tried playing this before and you didn't want it. So you sit and watch. But yeah, I would just contact Facebook since we've already got an established line of communication. Brooks, all right, daddy's turning off the TV. We're not playing this game of you wanting different things. You need to go upstairs until daddy's done. Can you go get a toy, please? Buddy. Okay, I just tried to turn it on. You need to go upstairs and find a toy. I'm on the phone. I'm sorry, guys. My babysitter bailed this morning when they found out my kids had runny noses
Yeah.
because of COVID. But yeah, I mean, we can go one of two ways. We can have each one of you guys create your own Facebook page for
Mhm.
farmers that's separate than like, and do it on your own, or we can just create one like Farmers in Espanol and stick to that, or Midwest Farmers Insurance Agents, or something along those lines. You just got to decide which way you want to go, and then we got to get the page set up and running accordingly.
Or we could just do the Google Leads, I guess.
Yeah, we could do that too. I mean, just set up a YouTube. We could go BBB, Seguro BBB all day long on Google. And like, she's trying to get you to use your farmers. She's hiding it under the guise of, oh, you'll get more response because it's farmers. But you got to remember, farmers already has its own marketing strategy.
Yeah.
So they're going to see farmers on both sides. So at some point, you look at it and you say, okay, is it better to differentiate yourself and start a new brand and start from scratch? Or is it best to take advantage of the name we've got already? So, I mean, at that, it doesn't matter either way with Google and YouTube. It's just those videos that we need to get you guys recorded and get those video ads playing on YouTube to get people to request a quote. So a little bit of an education process with the consumer on the video side, rather than just cold sending an ad to a bunch of people who complete a form that's pre-filled. So a little bit different approach, but I think the quality of the leads you guys will get for the price you're paying when we move to Google will be a lot higher than what you're getting with Facebook alone.
So this page won't be seen anywhere, right?
I'm sorry?
This right now that we've changed it is not going to be seen anywhere, right?
No, I mean, it's just, we're not running any ads with it or anything like that. So Brooks, this is what you asked for. Well, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. This is what you asked for. You're pointing at it.
Yeah, well, okay. I guess we'll
So is
just,
that better?
yeah, but we're not going to do it right now anyways, just because we
Okay.
need to figure it out.
Okie dokie. That's good with me. You guys figure it out and let me know. Let's just plan on meeting tomorrow. You think you guys will have it squared away by then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Alrighty, we'll
Ryan,
speak tomorrow morning at
question
10.
in regards to this, lead that is, the $500 cost lead. Have
Yeah.
you seen Facebook giving the credit because of the?
I
don't know.
have in the past. If you ask them and say, I don't understand how every single other ad was evenly distributed except for this one inside of the campaign, because we had a campaign budget that Facebook is automatically set to evenly distribute that spend across the ad sets inside of that campaign. It's automatic. So how, because when we checked those costs per lead, I can go back on the videos. I'll go back and look at our reviews. But anything that had gotten above a $30 cost per lead, we had turned those ads off. So unless it somehow got flipped back on, or it just skirted under the radar for a whole month, I don't know how that could have happened, to be quite frank. Facebook has its own glitches. I mean, it's never perfect. So yeah, our average cost per lead went up from 30 to 50 on those life insurance leads because of that one ad. So I would definitely reach out to Facebook on a chat. Christian, you already have that chat pulled up here, I believe, with them in your messenger. I promise I won't snoop here, but somewhere on the left-hand side, right here, maybe you can send them a message, or
No, that's the marketing person.
right here, business support. That's what you want. I'd send them a message and let them know, I have one campaign within Triple Threat. It was an individual ad set. So just do like, I was checking my lead campaigns yesterday and saw that one ad set within a campaign was abnormally attributed ad spend to the tune of $500+. It is the only ad set in the entire campaign that spent more than Brooks. Hold on. The others. Especially considering the CPL was showing at less than $100 for one lead with $500 plus. All right, something along those lines, and let's see what they say in reply, Christian. If
Okay.
you could text me back. I'll start a new chat.
We have to start
Buddy,
a new
sit down.
chat.
We just got to do a new one here.
Oh, they didn't take that.
Buddy, sit down, please. I am working. I will fix it in just a minute. Sit down, please. All right, I'm going to pull this chat up here for you, Christian.
Okay.
And then they should reply to you and just let me know what they say. Once
Right,
they-
because the budget that we, that we set up for like a daily spend, that was like $100. Is that?
Yeah, and that's what I was saying
max?
before, is we set it up on the campaign level, and that was an ad set within a campaign. So that campaign should have evenly spread that payment, that spend daily across all of those ad sets that we had active. But instead, it looked like it tried to just focus on that one ad set and
But
did over 500 spend.
It didn't do it in one day though.
Yeah, I understand that. And when we checked the results of each one of those ads, it should have shown us the cost per lead, and it was giving us an average cost per lead that must have been less than 30.
The problem
even
is
though it
that
already
lead
spent
was
hundreds of dollars.
the lead was October 4th. We haven't had any real meetings.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it happened, to be quite frank. I'd have to go back through the videos and check our videos on what we turned on and turned off.
That meeting came from Sunday. I mean, that lead.
Yeah, so we need to go back and check the videos to see what we turned on and turned off in our last conversations, to see what results we were given by Facebook, because any lead that was over $30 per lead, I was turning off on that campaign, and I turned off a bunch of campaigns. You and I both went through that.
And I remember that we left only Indiana running because, we checked that the cost per lead was higher in Illinois. So in a meeting, we decided to turn it off and just leave Indiana. So yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I can go back through the videos and check
This-
them all individually. I'll have to do that.
So I'm gonna have another meeting at 9, but I don't wanna, I'm gonna just beg them to give me a refund. But is this the chat right here that you have open that,
Yep, that's the one. Just say, look, we've been running ads for 2 months, and we've never spent more than $30 or $40 per lead on any campaign, let alone $590 for one lead, or however much it is.
okay,
And say something happened, somehow the ad campaign was turned on or left on, or the results we were given by Facebook on the cost per lead that we were given was not correct, because there's no reason why I would spend $590 on one ad set inside of a campaign that has $100 per day in ad spend.
okay,
Something happened where that ad spend was attributed to that one campaign pretty much over a very short period, which got us that one lead. And they spent a couple $100 on it, is going to be my guess.
$95.40.
Well, see, this is the thing. It tells you $95.43 for one lead, but we spent 500 and some odd dollars on the ad set. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's the part we don't understand.
Yeah.
That lead is 500 and some odd dollars, not 93. Why
Yeah.
is Facebook giving us results that aren't accurate? Because when we go through and check the cost per lead on the campaign, when we do that as an update, like say to today's date, we
Mhm.
could have generated one yesterday and gotten one on the campaign, and it tells us the one generated yesterday was, $94. Well, we don't even have the ad spend to set for it to spend that much on that one ad set in
Mhm.
one day. So it doesn't make any sense. I'm confused as to how us getting report back from Facebook's system every time we check the average cost per lead of all the ad sets, we turned off every one that was over 30 on the live side. So how that one sneaked through and ended up charging us $90 for that one lead, I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of all the things they're gonna come back at me with so that I can be nice.
Yeah, I would just say your system's telling me it's a $90 lead when I spent $500+ on that one ad. Something's not right.
Okay,
And also, I think we can mention that we're in the process of learning the system, right? So
Sure.
maybe it could be a possibility.
yeah. I'll also
a
tell
mistake.
them I met with a person last week, and then I'll say, and I got so scared after I saw this $500, I shut everything down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would just say I turned off all the ads because I don't want this to happen on another ad set. So we
Yeah.
haven't had one issue for 2 months, and all of a sudden we've got one campaign, one ad set within a campaign where the lead cost says $90, but the total spent on the ad set is 500. Something's not adding up here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can at least credit our account back for the other $490 or $450 worth of spend on that ad set that was wasted because your numbers are not coming back correctly and we don't know how to turn off our ads based on the numbers that we're getting that are false. I mean, if I knew a lead was coming in at $50 or more, I would have shut the ad set off a long time ago. So
I
yeah,
never
I don't
looked in
know.
that one chart that because I was like freaking out when I saw the cost. I never looked in the charts where the one that I showed you that I did look at, because that's where I saw the way that they're looking at it. But so
Yeah.
Ryan, they'll be able to see all of our stuff on their end, right?
Yeah, they'll be able to see it all and say, I'm transitioning my brand to focus on farmers after a call with with the training groups or whatever,
Okay.
the training gal. and say, look, I want to stay compliant here, but I also don't want to spend $500 on an ad set and get one lead and then have that system tell me that it was a $90 lead when really it was a $500 lead.
No, almost 600.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mhm.
So they need to explain to you why their system is saying that lead cost is $90 when you spent almost $500 on that ad and gotten one lead.
Okay.
So that's where the reporting is evidently wrong, because if I would have ever seen anything close to remotely resembling that being the case in the future, I would have shut that ad off to begin with. But I will go back through all of our calls here, Christian, and make sure we go back. And that was which ad set was it that was flipped on?
Life.
Illinois Kendall.
Illinois Kendall. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
I'll go
the-
back through my videos
Is
and
it
see
the
if we did
Spanish
turn
or
on
the
our
English
off.
leads? I don't even remember.
Huh?
Was it in the Spanish ones or the English life?
The second one.
It is under 5-state life leads.
Yeah, 5-state life leads.
So then that's the Spanish ones.
That's the Spanish one. Yeah.
Yep, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, this one right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, now look at this. I want you to see something here. Okay. The reach between the two versus impressions, they showed the same ad to the same people, it looks like 6 or 7 times. Okay. What's 16 divided by 3? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5, almost 6 times. They showed this same ad to almost 6 to 6 people the same time, 6 times to these 3,600 people. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So 3,600 people saw this 6 times and we got 1 conversion. Trust me, if I would have ever seen anything like this, I mean, this is normal right here. They've seen it 3 times and we've gotten 6 leads and we turned it off, right? But this right here, something tells me that they pumped this ad set full of spend, because there's no reason that we would ever have 3,600 people look at the same ad 6 times before we turned it off. We turned it off at 2, right?
Mhm.
So something's going on there, and they need to figure this out. And this is why I hate Facebook, because this stuff like this happens and you can't do anything about it other than beg support.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
would contact them here on this chat and just say, look, I've got it pulled open. There's no reason why we would ever let our frequency get to 6. Why would we ever let somebody look at an ad 6 times if we weren't getting conversions? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm
This
glad you just
ad
told me
set
that,
from
because
the
I didn't
computer.
even understand that. So
So
now I do.
frequency is how often somebody's seeing your ad. If 3,000 people resulted in 16,000 impressions, that
Mhm.
means all 3,000 of those people saw that ad 6 times before we shut it off. So we spent $500 to get 1 lead, because we saw that those people, the 3,000 right here,
Mhm.
where is it? The 3,600 people who have seen this ad saw it a total cumulative of 16,000 times. So that means every single one of these people saw it 6 times. They could have saw it 6 times in one night. How do we know?
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is the problem with Facebook, is they say we have one on Facebook lead. And if you go check that one on Facebook lead, shows the cost per result at 572. Where did you see 90 earlier?
Oh, because I went like this. Right here. Look, when you go like that.
Oh. Yeah, so on the 4th, we spent $95 in one day and got a lead. So you need to go to them and say, when this ad set is spread across 7 different ads, why is it automatically attributing $100 a day and spend to one ad?
Okay.
One ad set. Why would it not be even across the 6 ad sets we have in that campaign? That's why that happened. It's unevenly attributing ad spend to that one ad set. So it bumped your cost per lead up by basically double on life in that one campaign.
Mhm.
Which means next time we do any type of search, we need to be cognizant to come up here and make sure lifetime is selected before we come in and kill any ads.
Because it scared me. Like every other day, I was getting 900. You've reached your $900 today. You've
Yeah,
reached your $900. I was like, oh my God, I'm spending
they
so
will
much money
burn
on.
through your money like it's going out of style, and something will happen. And I hesitate to say it's Facebook who did this, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Facebook who did this.
Look at even Indiana. That's way high.
Yeah, but what who in their right mind would spend $572 on one lead?
Yeah, I know.
Like, just go back to them and say, look, obviously the system was not reporting correctly or did not attribute the ad spend correctly across the ad sets. We have the ad spend set at $100 per day for the campaign, and we put multiple ad sets inside of that campaign. I mean, we probably had 6 or 7 of these on all the way down to here.
Yeah.
So we had 7 of them on, generating leads at $20-$30 a piece, which is okay for life insurance because you can get an auto and a home out of it.
Yeah.
So, affordably, okay, yeah, $30, it's not the best, but let's take it and let's run with it, because you'd be paying 30 for shared crap off from the aggregators. But 572, come on. Why
Yeah,
is
it doesn't make
every
any sense.
other campaign on here evenly distributed throughout the whole history, except for that one at 572?
Yeah.
That's what I would ask them. One ad set inside of our campaign got $200-$300 or got $100 of ad spend per day over the weekend while we weren't paying attention to it, is what happened. And lo and behold, how coincidental is it that this happens after you have that conversation with the person who wants to make sure that your campaign's running compliantly?
Oh,
This is the stuff I hate about Facebook, man. They are in complete control. You have no control over what happens with your account. So you're just stuck. If something like this happens, you have to go back and beg for them to reverse it or give you a credit and say, look, I want to spend money on Facebook. I just don't want to spend $575 on one ad set over a 4-day period. You attributed the entire $100 per day in campaign spend to that one ad set, and I spent $400, basically $400 over the weekend on one campaign, or not even a campaign, an ad set. Doesn't make any sense, because the ad sets are inside the campaigns. So when we set a campaign spend limit at $100 per day, it should evenly distribute that $100 per day per ad, which it seems it's done. 26, 36, 36. You can see the reach is evenly distributed a little bit. 39, 31, 30, 30. As we turn them off, 42. Evenly distributed until this one, where they showed the same ad 6 times and it seems like 2-3 days. See what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe go to them and just say, look, I don't want money back. I would just like to put that $500 or, however much was in that toward a campaign that's going to result in actual results and not a frequency of 6, right?
Okay.
No other campaign that we have is anywhere close to a frequency of 6. This is the only one that's anywhere close, and it's at 4, but we're still getting leads for $26. So why would we shut it off, right? We would not keep something not getting leads going up to $572 individually on this ad set within a campaign. The numbers don't add up. Nothing adds up here. Doesn't make any sense. So
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
definitely we have a case to build because of the frequency on the other ads. So maybe they will give us the credit. Yeah.
Hopefully. If not, let me know and we'll work out a deal somewhere, somehow. Maybe I can funnel you guys some call verified leads just to make up for the spend. I mean, I'll do what I have to do to compensate. Everybody needs to be equitable. But go to Facebook first and see if they'll at least just give you a credit. Be like, look, if you could just apply a $500 credit to my account, then I could use that spend towards something that's actually going to convert into leads. instead of just being wasted on one ad set inside of a campaign. You know, like it was abnormally attributed spend. There's no reason for it to be this high. It doesn't make any sense at all. Our average cost per lead right now should be about 32, 33, not 53.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. Well, Christian, just keep me updated and let me know. And then tomorrow we'll build out our first ads once you guys decide how you want to approach it.
Okay.
But
And I can't talk to you guys, Gabby and Grace right now and Francisco, just because I have another meeting at 9, but I can later today.
Yeah, we'll send each other a text and get a meeting scheduled, because there's a lot of stuff that we need to decide and see where we want to be.
Okay.
sure.
Okay, perfect.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. If you have any
Perfect.
questions, let me know.
Okay.
you.
I'll keep you guys all posted on the Facebook stuff too.
Okay, bye-bye.
On the
All right.
Okay,
Sounds
thank
good,
you,
guys.
Christian. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Bye. They hear you, buddy. Goodbye.